Good day guys, come here, welcome back to Langrisser M and on part 1 of 4 of the video. Yep, you heard right. For this month's banner, we do not have just 2 heroes, we have 3 heroes to be introduced. And yep, 2 heroes from this banner, a life and death oath, illusionist oath, and we have one SP Omega waiting to be tested on part 3. So yep, as you guys can see, the banner starts at around end of April to 20th of May 2026 in the CN server. It will last for 28 days, and of course, before we carry on, allow me to do a quick explanations to my Chinese viewer. 好，各位大家好，这一期的视频呢会有4段，第一段呢是雅西的试玩，当然我很幸运的抽到一个雅西，所以可以试玩和更深一步的测试。然后第二部分呢就是杀戮，然后第3部分呢欢迎来到我们的新的 SP 英雄欧美加然后第4部呢就是关于这期有什么活动和变动 SP 兵种专属。卡米非常建议大家要看到这期的视频全部都要看，尤其是 PVP 的玩家，因为 PVP 迎来了一些蛮不错的大改动。然后当然在这个视频里面呢，如果有非常重要的东西呢，我会以英文，然后过后也会以华语来旁述。要是没有的话呢，几乎都会全程以英文来解说了。不过里面的人物呢，技能、效果、天赋都是有华语字幕的，所以我相信华语玩家不用太过担心。所以话不多说，开始哦。So alright, for my English viewers, just to let you know, I managed to summon Ashi, but I'm not Sallune. So on part 1 we'll be doing a demo play and detail play for Ashi. Then part 2 we'll be doing a demo play for Sallune. And on part 3, SP Omega detail play. And on part 4, I definitely encourage you guys to watch to the 4th part for this month or this banner, because the Apex are welcoming and introducing some, well, to some it might be minor, but to some it might be some major changes. So we'll see you guys and elaborate more on part 4. So right, without further delay, let's get started on Ashi. And oh yeah, one last thing that is again, sorry I may not manage to get my new phone, nor able to repair my old phone, my Android phones that is specifically used for recording should use summon and some other translations. So there will be no long go through of schedule summons, but instead I will still do the recording of the skills translation notes and some screenshots if possible for the suggested item equipment build. So thank you guys for your understanding and stay tuned. Alright, let's get started. So Ashi, the younger sister disciples of Lin, of the female protagonist. So Ashi has a relationship with Lin from the Langrisser Millennium. Both of them are from Langrisser Millennium, and there are some backstories between both of them. You can see it and view it during the Gate of Fate for Lin. So we'll go through the class, factions, some stats, then talent, skills, followed by the soldiers, 3C animations that everyone will definitely want to look at, then followed by characters voice pack. That will be the end of course skins. That will be the end of part 1. Part 2 will be demo play. Part 3 for this video will be going on to more detailed play, and we'll end with it. So let's check out her class. So apparently it's very cool. She comes in 2 styles. So this is a swordsman path. She has this elegant, holy, and yep, again sexy angel vibe. Yep, as her name is called, 绝命天使. Loosely translated as absolute life angel. Then surprisingly, the other class she has will be demon class. So as you guys can see, she has a longer hairstyle and apparently like this, and of course sexier clothes. But look at a huge claymore or sword she's holding. Is almost as like another form of El Hazard. So this class is known as Angel of Darkness or Dark Angel. Okay, let's check the different stats. SSDABB, SSDABA. So apparently the demon class will have more skills and more attack. Okay, we'll check out her Ace, which is the double S stats, HP and attack. So demon class is 4781 and 616. Okay, the HP are the same for infantry class, but the attack are somehow lower, 585, and so it's lower by 31 attack points, which can or may be a lot. Okay, but definitely there will be some way to resolve. But in terms of equipment and items built, infantry class will be much more flexible. Okay, a quick run through on her talent effect. Okay, so do check out the translation I've done for you guys. Ashi, rank 6. Her factions are of Darkness, Reincarnation, and Meteor. Talent loosely translated as the Judge of Darkness or Dark Judge. Okay. Number 1, increase damage deal by 30%. Number 2, every turn for 2 times when enemy use active skills. Afterwards, you'll apply this effect known as Dark Seed. We'll call it DS for short. DS has the following effect. Each time a debuff effect is received, refresh the turn count of DS, and this will exclude debuff from command aura. Second, after accumulating 5 debuff effect, while the caster still remain on the field, which means when she's alive, this effect will rank up to Dark Curse with new effect. Okay, number 3, Dark Curse effect, we'll call it DC for short. The effect are as follows. First, when you enter, deal 0.3 times AoE damage to allies 2 blocks around you. Second, damage source is from the caster, which is from Ashi. Number 4, both Dark Seed and Dark Curse ruling are as follows. First, the effect will last for 2 turns. Second, the effect cannot be immune nor dispel. Number 5, when you enter, Ashi can choose an enemy with Dark Curse on the field and trigger teleport effect. the effects are as follows. This is the global effect. First, Ashi or any enemy on the field with darkest effect can swap positions. Afterwards, Ashi can move 3 blocks and attack again. Third, Act Again effect will enter a CD of 2 turns upon trigger. Okay, so that's it. So in case you guys are wondering, for Ashi and Sallune, while you guys are watching this video, there's currently the latest Apex going on right now, but none of them has been on the Apex PvP yet. I'm not sure if they are not that strong, but in my perspective, Ashi, with the opening alphabet of A, she's definitely not that weak, but she's kind of a slow setup. She need assistance, but in my perspective, definitely great in PvE, especially for map pushing when there are a lot of enemies on the field. Okay, these are all the list of skills she had, old and new. This is her Dark Authority of Darkness, her Act Again skills, then Grip of Misfortune, and her 3C, so she only have 2 exclusive skills. One cool thing to take note is that she has Sword Dance, so all her playstyle focus goes around with giving debuff effect to the enemy, so she can create Act Again and do much more damage to them. Okay, let's check out the soldiers that she has. Okay, these are all the soldiers unit she can give, and some of which already had SP class. So Hellhound and the Valkyrie, I will say it's one of the better choice. They will give debuff effect to the enemy to speed up her talent effect. Alright, now we'll check out the 3C animations. Are you guys ready? Okay, not bad, not bad. Side view, side. Alright, let's check it out again. Is it me, or it seems that I mean, from the front it looks bigger, but the side look a little bit smaller. Oh, okay, this is stats. 165 cm, 49 kg. Okay, her stat is 83, 53, 77. Okay, don't worry, we'll do some checkout and comparison with Sherry and a while. 83, I think a smaller. Okay, voice pack, summoning speech.
Sallune senpai no goei desu. Douzo yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
Okay, she introduced herself as Senior Sallune God. So the Japanese pronunciation is Sallune. Okay, class change.
混沌の力が流れて私の肉体を洗い流す。混沌の力が流れて私の肉体を洗い流す。
Okay, she's saying the tide of chaos is running in her shell. Yep, she kind of refers herself as a shell. Then when she releases her skills 1.
あなたの残骸は闇へと沈む。あなたの残骸は闇へと沈む。
Okay, she's saying your remaining will sink in darkness. So we're not going to learn that. You won't be using it in daily life. Okay, when you choose her in battle.
監視、評価、排除。
Okay, something we can learn. Kanshi, hyoka, kaijo. Kanshi means speculation or eyeing on the guy, speculate.
監視、評価、排除。
Hyoka can be evaluating the person, evaluations of the person.
監視、評価、排除。
Haijo, it means to exterminate or to clean you up. It means in a way to exterminate the person. So yep, you can use it individually, but perhaps hopefully not the last one. Okay, when she's not able to battle.
どうか忘れて血に染まった私を。
Okay, she has a lot of speech that you should not learn to use in daily life.
どうか忘れて血に染まった私を。
Okay, she's kind of she definitely kind of like you or perhaps the seniors because she's trying to say please forget about my blood-stained self. I'm not sure the blood stain is about her in battle or the blood stain that comes every month. Alright, okay, this is a bad one. Sorry. Okay, daily conversations.
天空聖園にいた頃、リンは私の先輩であり、憧れであり、そして仇でもありました。人間界での旅路で彼女と再会した時、私はただ黙って彼女を抱きしめたかった。初めて出会ったあの時のように。
Okay, her daily conversations again confirm that she has a relationship with Lin. For any one of you who do not get to summon Lin or miss out the banner, so she did say in the backstory that back in the days she used to adore Lin, and until the day that she is kind of hated or pursuing her for revenge. But after such a long time meeting up with Lin again, she can't help but want to hug her in silence without any form of hatred, just like back in the days. Okay, happy conversations or happy speech.
ずっとずっと昔、サリューンさんと私は約束を交わしました。誰にも虐げられず、もう二度と空腹に苦しむことのない生活を共に生きようと。目を閉じれば手を取り合って追ってから逃げ、古い本に落書きをしていた日々がまるで昨日のことのようによみがえります。
Alright, it's a very long conversation. I will be skipping a translation so you guys can listen it today again.
ずっとずっと昔、サリューンさんと私は約束を交わしました。誰にも虐げられず、もう二度と空腹に苦しむことのない生活を共に生きようと。目を閉じれば手を取り合って追ってから逃げ、古い本に落書きをしていた日々がまるで昨日のことのようによみがえります。
And angry conversations.
私の剣は私自身の意志によってのみ抜かれる。この天地において私以外にそれを震わせる力など存在しない。
Okay, to be honest, I'm expecting Ashi is the much silent type lady. Apparently she's quite talkative.
私の剣は私自身の意志によってのみ抜かれる。この天地において私以外にそれを震わせる力など存在しない。
Okay, she's saying that this is my sword. This sword will be only well by me. Upon heaven and earth, there will be no other force that can wield this sword except for me. Okay, speech of sadness.
私は自分の魂を取り戻したのかもしれない。だけどこの体、この身分は今なお光の会が作り出した怪物です。
Okay, she's again loose translations. She's saying that even though I have found my soul, but my body, aka my shell, and my identity is created as a monster by the organizations of light. Yep, there is this organization that they used to belongs to.
私は自分の魂を取り戻したのかもしれない。だけどこの体、この身分は今なお光の会が作り出した怪物です。
Yep, Hikari no Kaiga, it's either the Church of Light or the Meetings of Light. So yeah, that's an organizations. Then interactions, conversations one.
私の体ですか？あなたが想像しているような機械仕掛けではありません。紛れもない血の通った肉体です。
Okay, so apparently she's created. So the conversations with her is that, oh, you think it's different from the so-called creations being you thought of a mechanical body. No, I assure you, I'm made of flesh and blood.
私の体ですか？あなたが想像しているような機械仕掛けではありません。紛れもない血の通った肉体です。
Okay, last three irritated feeling one.
闇の天使を糾弾する者には筆舌に尽くしがたい悲惨な死が待つでしょう。闇の天使を糾弾する者には筆舌に尽くしがたい悲惨な死が待つでしょう。
Okay, I guess I won't be translating that. Alright, special interaction one.
また会うと約束したのですから、どうかその言葉を違えないで。また会うと約束したのですから、どうかその言葉を違えないで。
Okay, she's saying, as we have promised to meet up again, please do not eat your words, or please do not miss this pack. Okay, last but not least, special interaction 2.
それではまた。
Okay, we can learn this. When you're trying to say goodbye to your friend, you can say, "Soredewa mata, we shall meet again," or "until then." So, alright, okay, we're coming to a close. This will be the scheme. So, I definitely gotta urge you guys to spend Echo Light for this banner if you are able to afford it, because this is one of the nicer and better looking Echo of Light skin. Ta-da! I mean, it's almost like she's not wearing. So yeah. Dang girl, you're sexy. I mean, this is A. This is option B. I will definitely take B. I mean, that's just an ornament that looks like a butterfly with spreading out its wings and covering the important parts. Okay, however, sadly, there's no difference for infantry and demon class. They're all the same. Let's check out the chibi animation first. Stunned, wielding of skills. So on the contrary, that this looks like a envoy of light holding a demon blade. For Echo of Light skin, she looks like a envoy of darkness, but holding on to the blade of light. Okay, this should be releasing skills, double strike, and when she dies in battle. Okay, casting skills. Okay, one strike, normal attack. Okay, I'm not sure what the sword is called, but it kind of remind me, this such long handle is kind of like, I'm not sure am I right or wrong. Oh, this looks like the sword from the protagonist and antagonist sword from X-Clan. Like the handle is kind of freaking long. I'm not sure if this belongs to Claymore or Rapier. Okay, then this is the default skins. Don't worry guys, we will leave the Gigaphysics for the last. Okay, when she's stunned, attack, casting skills, fall in battle. Okay, double strike is skill release, charging, and stun. So I do notice that both art has this like emission of aura from their blade. Some of all these great details. Yep, waifu material. So since the Echo Light skin is better, we will check the default first.
感情は私を弱くするものではなく、むしろ私を満たし、より完全な存在へと導くもの。だからあなたの思いも素直に打ち明けてくれていいんですよ。私のそばにいてください。闇の天使の名にかけて、命をかけて、あなたを守ります。
Okay, it's real. It is real. Oh my god.
私は自分の魂を私は最初の足の影じゃないし、私は最初の足の影じゃないし、光の会の機械でもない。天空聖園にいた頃、リンは私。
Okay, it's definitely real, but how much more can we see here? Ooh. Let's go.
私は自分の魂を、感情は私を弱くするもので、私のそばにいてください。私のそばにいてください。闇のずっと昔、サリューンさんと私は最初の足の影じゃないし、私のそばにいてください。
Okay, dang those subtitles, they're covering most of the good stuff, but we can definitely see the Jigo's physics there, and you guys can see every time she breathes, we can see the great sensational, emotional of Jigo physics. Okay, and another detail I'd like to comment is that the Egg of Light skin not only put some changes on her clothes design, the sword, but if you guys look at her body parts that do not have any covering, there has been this kind of like neon light tattoo that is a crest appearing on around her body, which is pretty cool. I mean, she can glow in the dark, like if you're dating her at night and let's say you're at a park and there are no lights, you can see that her body is glowing, and she can, like, you know, you can use her as a light to light up the path for you. You guys will definitely not be lost in the forest. So alright, we have come to the end of part 1. Now we'll be going through the demo play. Okay, the Angel of Darkness. So try to kill the infantry leader in turn 1 and win victory in 2 turns. Okay, we're given Helmhound, the SP Helmhound, because we'll be able to give debuff effects to enemies 2 blocks around us, so that's pretty cool. Okay, quick go through on the 3C, which is the more, if not the most important thing, is Soul Devouring of Eternal Deprivation. CD of 5 turns, the range is 1 block, the AoE type is physical single target. So yeah, in case you guys think that she's like a lady, she's a mage, no, again, mind you, she goes with HP and attack stats. So the 3C passive effect, before entering battle, for each debuff effect the enemy has, you will gain a shield effect that can block 10% of your max HP value. The maximum is capped at 50%, and the shield effect cannot be dispelled. And this is very cool. This is a very strong generic effect, and why I say generic, because it would be great if you manage to get her in events like Great Sea Voyage or Blood Moon event, because the 3C is very strong. As long as enemy has debuff effect, you gain shield before entering battle, and each debuff gives you 10% of shield value, and if enemy have 5 debuff effect, you gain 50% shield value of your max HP. Okay, the active is number 1, attack and deal 1.7 times damage to target enemy. Number 2, for each debuff the enemy has, increase your unit attack and intelligence by 5%, maximum cap at 30%. Number 3, after battle, heal HP based on 30% of damage deal. Number 4, if target enemy has either DS or DC effect from your talent, the following will happen. First, this attack will ignore guard. Second, before battle, cause target enemy to gain DC effect and trigger its effect immediately. Number 5, if this attack kill the enemy successfully, after battle, trigger all effect of enemies with DC effect. So DC is the Dark Curse effect of dropping the AoE of 0.3 times AoE to any enemies around their allies, 2 blocks around their range. So this is an instant trigger, so this is pretty cool. Okay, without further delay, let's get started. So another thing that I think this skill is kind of cool is that I'm not sure how it may help in future events like those Voyage and Blood Moon, because this 3C not only increase your attack but also your intelligence. So definitely one day new items or things will go hand in hand for the combo with it. Okay, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. Okay, so you guys can see this is the crest. So Chinese viewers can tell Anzong, this is a dark seed from her talent. So it will take into record how many debuff effect they have. So once they hit 5, it will become Dark Curse, which is called Anzhou. Yeah, okay, Dark Curse. So currently none of them has 4 debuff effect yet. Okay, so this is the Judge of Darkness from the talent. I can choose one enemy unit with Dark Curse, DC effect, and trigger teleport effect. So the enemy with Ashi or any enemies with Dark Curse can swap positions, and afterwards I'll be able to move 3 blocks and attack again. So currently I do not have, but I'm going to trigger the shield effect right now. Okay, this enemy do not have shield, so yep.
監視、評価、排除。
Okay, you guys can see Dark Seed enemies has 0 counters. Right now it has been shown.
監視、
So
評価、排除。
okay, I'm gonna use Authority of Darkness with the passive, which assists me in giving enemy with random debuff effect. So I'm gonna give this. So enemy with more, I'm gonna give
監
them.
視、評価、排除。
And you guys can see some enemies do not have Dark Seed effect because
あなたの意図は私自身が判断します。
every turn only trigger 2 times. So if the same enemy has act again, they will get the effect if I'm not wrong.
監視、評価、排除。
And I think you got to see from here you can actually check out and see some weakness is that if enemy do not have Dark Seed, if enemy get Dark Seed after receiving debuff effect, the Dark Seed counters or number of debuff you just treat as counters is only it's 0, so you need to treat as gaining debuff afterwards. So I'm going to showcase you guys here.
私自身が判断します。
I'm going to target 2 enemies.
あなたの意図は私自身が判断します。
So you guys can see, but if you cast the skills, then it will trigger and set. Okay, I'll rewind a little. So before you target them with effects from her talent and her skills, even if they already have debuff, you can see the counter is 0.
あなたの意
But
図は
after you cast skills and you will reset and it will take existing debuff into effect.
監視、評価、排除。
Okay, it's a little bit so you guys can check out. So I give the enemy 1 debuff before the game, and this flyer will cast the Dark Curse
闇へと沈む。
of dropping 0.3 times AoE to his ally 2 box around him. And with the shield effect, I can, well, survive well and better. And after battle, I'll heal HP based on 30% of damage deal. Then, now, enemy with Dark Curse, so this is an icon. It's like a flaming, instead of a seed shape, it looks more like a blazing flower. So after the enemy has 5 debuff, Dark Seed will rank up or level up. It will change, so Dark Seed will no longer be available. Instead it will be Dark Curse. So when the enemy is enter, it will deal 0.3 times AoE damage to allies 2 box around him. Based on the source will be based on the caster, cannot be dispelled, so this means from Ashi. Okay. So the egg again is only 3 blocks. And of course there's some downside is the Grip of Misfortune is you only hit the enemy at the furthest and pull them 3 blocks near to you, but not everyone's gonna get it. But nonetheless, it's not too bad. It's a global range. It's very cool. I'll get Shu. So she can be a semi-tanker character if you manage to give debuff effect to all enemies on the field, and you just teleport and throw her in the middle of the map. So combining with like a healing effect like characters like Tiaris, that would be great.
あなたの意図は私自身が判断します。
Then her normal attack is not bad because she's a infantry character. As you guys can see, she's not rushing out to slash enemy. She is shooting off an energy wave against the enemy. This shows that the soldiers will be able to soak all damage, or most damage. Unlike other class, like especially like cavalry or flyer, there's high chance that they'll dive out to the enemies and they will take more damage than usual. Okay, so now we will try how to kill off this character in first turn. So you guys can see, this is an enemy. So some of the weakness, perhaps for Ashi, is very visible. But having weakness doesn't mean she's totally useless. But some of weakness is she can cast debuff effect from her skills on the enemy, but the dark seed only comes afterwards, so you have to give a new debuff effect or damaging enemies again with her skills. So the dark seed counters will reset, then it will take in the existing debuff into count, if I'm not wrong. We will try out more on the detailed play later on. Okay, this is bad. Okay, I think I know which one is a better way to go right now. Okay, let me try again. Oh, my bad. I should have targeted the one at the back. Okay, got to try. So you guys can see the counter is 0. So my 2C she only gave 2 debuffs, so apparently it reset and I get other debuff effect. Oh, it's cool. Her 3C, even for 3T, she don't rush out. She stays on her position. So, okay, we're gonna do a little bit of rewind. So some of you might be curious why is she able to cast the dark seed into the Okay, let's check out again. So okay, how it goes is Authority of Darkness, the passive effect. When my skills, before my skills target or hit on an enemy, I'll do one random debuff effect. So I'm going to cast 3C, that is one debuff, followed by the Hound effect. Okay, before I initiate to deal damage, 2 enemies 2 blocks around me will have damage received increased by 14%. Then also if they are currently not in defensive terrain, they will have gain a debuff effect, a 2 debuff effect of 2 random stats reduced by 15%. That makes up to more than 15%. So the best way right now, all enemies here has debuff except for you. So best is I'll say come to these positions. So I'll give this enemy debuff. So later on, everyone who attack me, I'll gain a shield and I'll be able to tank or survive the attack. Okay, so I'm not taking too much damage as I have shield. Okay, so after the battle, so just our enemy has Dark Curse, they get quite some debuff. So we have this, so that's a lot. So after the 3C attack, enemy with Dark Curse, the effect will trigger. So a total of 3 times, I'll say. So if they try to enter 2 more times, they'll do it. So what we are not able to find out on this demo play right now is if after Ashi die, will Dark Curse still work? If Dark Curse will work, that will be great, but I think no, let me double check from a talent. Okay, it will not work, so she has to be alive, but don't worry, we'll still try it out during the detailed play later on. Okay, allow me a quick one to explain to my Chinese viewer on what is going on, why we are able to kill off the enemies and giving debuff. So 1 minute. Okay, 刚刚有些人应该很好奇，为什么可以无视护卫，然后解决这个步兵呢？就是雅西的这个天赋呢，就是它是靠那个debuff 效果，所以呢，对方已经有2个了，然后雅西的那个暗之全能的被动呢，是当我们用技能命中敌方前呢，会施加一个弱化，然后呢，加上地狱拳的效果是主动造成伤害前呢，周围2个敌方会有遭受伤害提升，然后之后呢，同时如果敌人呢不处于防御地形的话呢，会有2个随机属性降低的这种效果，所以呢，这样加起来最少是有技能1个，然后这里就3、4，可能有5个，它的属性就算了，所以这样加起来就超过5个。 所以呢，这样打完了呢，然后这边的敌人刚好也已经有了暗咒。应该我们转换了过后呢，它已经有一个暗咒了，所以雅西呢打之前如果有暗咒呢，会直接触发那个暗咒的 AOE 0.3倍，然后打完了呢，对方也会有暗咒的话直接释放，而且不会扣回合。也就是说，敌人可以吃3次暗咒的 AOE。OK， 我们再看一下，刚刚我没有注意，就是暗咒对周围的敌人有伤害，对想要打的这个敌人有没有呢 ？So OK, I'm gonna double confirm. 对，目前知道这样。Okay, I'm gonna double confirm is I did not really notice. I was excited about 3C. It's the dark curse. Does the enemy take the damage beforehand? Or only the enemy's ally will take damage. So let's double confirm. Okay, including the enemy itself. So this is pretty cool, pretty strong. And it's not fixed damage, it's AoE damage. So definitely great for use in PvE, especially challenge stages where boss are immune to fixed damage or fixed percentage damage. And now every enemy on the field has debuff effect. If they attempt to attack me, I have a shield for protections. And the best thing for Aki right now in infantry is I do not rush out to cut or slash an enemy. I'll stay on my fixed position, giving an air slash. So my soldiers unit will soak most of the damage for me instead. So this is actually pretty great. So ensuring maximum survivability. So I believe in PvE it would be great if you have characters. Oh, okay. The enemies, the infantry. Did you guys say the infantry unit has a break leg effect? He's not able to reach us, and when they end turn, the AOE damage 0.3 times is like, whoa, 15,000, and divided by 2 is like around 7,005. That is a lot. So you guys can see, you gain shield when you initiate attack or when the enemy initiate attack. So it's a very generic effect. I will say this is the best and coolest part about Ashi. And her weakness will definitely be she'll be slow on first turn. She needs setup from allies, so she's not without weakness. But upon setting up combos from her allies, she will be much easier to go and play with. Okay, I'm gonna play one more round. Okay, so the ally is gonna be around here. I'm gonna try this time around. So they have the flower. I'm gonna swap. So you can see if the infantry do not have any debuff effect, this is what will happen. The ally will be able to guard. Okay, but we have the instant trigger of the Dark Curse. So let's check out. something, to be honest, I didn't really expect it. Okay, it's because the Lancer unit, infantry unit, already has 4 debuffs, so when I go for the 3C, it's gonna be more than 5. So the enemy is taking a lot of debuff and instant trigger the AoE. So this is actually pretty cool. Okay, but I'm gonna attack from here. Let's try it out. So as you can see again, AoE triggered. But because he got the infantry unit, so the AoE cast point is from the infantry point. So 2 blocks is only gonna hit the original positions of the Lancer unit and the flyer. So let's see if we can kill it off through counter attack from the infantry unit. Okay, no. So right, I guess the most ideal way is targeting this too. Then we'll trigger act again from Judge of Darkness. And we'll finish off the infantry lord or leader. Okay, we'll off the animations, so just to speed up. So I can tell in PvE I would say having Clock to go for her 3C in combo with characters like Celica is a very good choice. So she can always trigger 3C to ensure instant debuff effect, plus triggering of Dark Curse for AoE effect. So okay, now we will do more detailed tests, and yep, this is their current. Yep, we're entering S25. So sorry for my enchantment equipment. This is the currently best choice I had. So we're gonna do a more detailed test right now. Oh, yep. And okay, thanks to the new system, we are able to try it out at rank 6. So I'll be able to do again every 2 turns, or yeah, every 2 turns. So we have great buffers like LLR, Heaven Defier, or Sallune. So these are pretty cool supports. And also I have Merlin from Meteor. So the only one that we lack right now is 3C reincarnation buffers. So if you want to go combo, she can go with a lot of characters. For again, we have Pure Zareda, but I'll be skipping. I'll be choosing characters with, I'll say, the better, or if not, I suppose it will be a great combo to go with her. Oh, sorry, this is a Hound SP, so yeah, this will be much better. So Sherrick, his Blood Spiral Scythe, it's a very great choice for giving debuff effect. So this is actually pretty cool. Then his passive gave enemies another random debuff effect, so this is like a best maximizing combo with the characters. And debuffer, we definitely can try it out with Bozo. Okay, I'm going to try Yep, so the usual stuff, the strongest party of LLR. And another character she will be great with is LLR Chris, because the holy unit, the unicorn, is able to pass on all faction buff to her, so she can still enjoy her faction buff. So yeah, she has 4 faction buff indirectly, thanks to LLR Chris. So, as you guys can see, the equipment I gave earlier on, so okay, so the Hound need to be in range, so if not, we gotta run back. So you guys can see, thanks to Sherry, they already get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 debuff straight up. Then SP Bozo will be able to do other stuff. Then we just straight up give them flowers. So from Dark Curse, sorry, from Dark Seed to Dark Curse. Okay, so the first time you cast, so you guys can see the downside, the first time you cast, they are 0 counters, but Oh my god, so you guys can see some of the effect. If the enemy you try to attack dies, you're not getting the effect. Okay, but no matter what, as long as the enemy has debuff effect, so you guys can see if enemies has debuff effect, we'll get Shu, so higher survivability. So what if okay, what if she don't die? Okay, what if we aim the other characters? So I guess. Okay, they are all 0 counters. Okay, perhaps Sharik is too strong. Okay, I guess the best way is to let the enemy do some healing. So do a little bit of healing and also a little bit of the spell. And now this will be fair because the unicorn is at the back. Okay, so Chris is getting 1, 2, 3, 4. She has only 4 debuff. So Papa Vargas is one with 5. But don't worry, we'll be setting this up. Now since I'll just do this because Papa Vargas will be getting before the battle. Okay, this is bad. So you guys can see, downside, you're not able to teleport. Okay, we are doing some checkout. Is Papa Vargas already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 debuff. Later when I use the 3C and God will the effect trigger as reset and allow him to get all debuff. Okay, I gotta say, I do not know what happened. Like, okay, Papa Vargas has a leg breaking effect. So before that, because I tried to attack Chris, so you guys can see Chris, as Doug said already, so the counter is 0 despite having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 debuff, but because I try to attack her with 3C, and before the attack, because if the enemy has either Dark Seed or Dark Curse, so before this attack, I'll ignore guard, and at the same time, before battle, I'll apply Dark Curse straight away. So 2 of her allies die. Sorry, 3. So yeah, this is actually not bad. And this is the stats that is pretty weak, as you guys can see. My attack is like only not even 1004. So with faction buff, the damage will be more crazy. But as you guys can also see that her weakness is mobility, so perhaps another item that would be better suiting her is the angel boots to give a +2. But this means you definitely need a one-turn setup or with an act again characters to assist you. Okay, so we will need, example, we'll need a combo with Sallune. So yeah, just out of fairness, we'll just like bring one of you guys. So because of this, we get to come closer. Okay, so this is 0 right now. Papa Vargas has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is still bad. This is actually still bad because this actually hit the furthest. You always have to remind yourself that you gotta target the enemy at the back if you're trying to do the act again straight up. So now I'm close to Papa Vargas. You can actually see that thanks to the debuff effect from the Hound, I get damage increment 20% and minus 15% attack intelligence. So let's treat as 1. So yeah, and the counter it's treated as only 2.
評価排除。
So 1, 2. So if I still attack Chris, it will be the same.
私自身が判断します。
Okay, but this way is better. It's easier to kill Papa Vargas. Okay, so you can see Papa Vargas right now is having a dark curse. So the moment if he try to trying to kill us, and he still have one more dark curse effect. Okay, so if he try to kill us, we gain another 10% shield. Okay, we still can survive. Oh gosh. Okay, now she is... Okay. Now we will try to find out if she's dead. Will curse, dark curse still trigger? Okay. Okay, we'll just try to kill all of our key first, because no one can take on the wrath of Heaven Defier. So right, Papa Vargas, Dark Curse. Okay, so yeah, so she's actually similar to Lin, to my disappointment for this part. So in order to trigger all the effect, you need to keep her alive. So correct me if I'm wrong, she is currently, as of this meta, more towards PvE than PvP for now, because it's very hard for a whole team trying to save up, saving their allies for the whole PvP, to just save one ally, and there's still high chance for her to die even with shields. So yeah. It's okay if you're playing Clock, of course. Afterwards you can keep triggering Clock, a character with Clock and Act again. So in this case, okay, one of my favorite, Florentia. So her Act again, but of course this is just a played out. Okay, to be fair, let's try. What if we go with this? And normally people just try to, you know, cast 3C. Okay, we can have the case such as Liana, etc. So we can see even with so much dispel from Rose and Sue, and only have a Defier because I gave her the new enchantment, so she managed to have the protections, so you guys can see. Okay, because before that she has immunity to the next debuff effect. Oh, sorry, my bad. We should have start off with. Okay, this time I'm gonna start off with Ashi first. Okay, so we'll see if like a proper played out. As you guys can see, and oh wow, okay, I just noticed even if you whip your ally, the damage from Sherrick will trigger. Oh, this is okay, gotta be careful about it. Okay, so now Papa Vargas already has 4 Dark Seeds. Okay, so Papa Vargas has almost all his debuff dispel. So yeah, 3 debuff, so if anything else we will just lose control. It's okay, still have enough combos to go with, so definitely go with converting buff to debuff. Okay, so this is where you gotta check. So only either 2 enemies will get Dark Seed, or one of them if they keep spamming spells. So 3 counters.
監視評価排除
So we'll just be trying our luck.
排除
I think that's
監
it.
視評価排除
And I'll hit Imelda. Hopefully she survived.
弱滅せよ
So okay, it's GG in hurry if she doesn't, if the enemy doesn't survive. This is actually a very weak play. So she has two weaknesses. She highly depends on debuff, especially after enemies have debuff. She need to set up and gotta make sure the enemy don't die first.
監視評価排除 監視評価排除監視評価排除あなたの意図は私自身が判断します
Okay, well, it's so weird. I'm supposed to be promoting her, but now I'm kind of like making her not so favorable.
監視評価監視評価排除暗き光よ弱滅せよ
Oh, okay. Perhaps there's another way.
評価排除監視評価排除監視評価排除
So this way should work.
私自身が暗き光よ
So Rose and Seals will survive, and she'll gain debuff effect. So yeah, now she has Dark Curse. And in case you guys are wondering, Dark Curse and Dark Seed are not debuff, they are effect because they cannot be dispel nor prevent. And now I'll be picking Powerful Vargas because okay, I don't think he has Dark Seed, but let's see if he'll get that Seed effect from the attack. Okay, it's very hard to tell. Okay, but nonetheless, Shari is one of the great combo goer with Ashi. So you just need to make sure you got to control your firepower. So he may not be the best, I guess, but perhaps there are other options. Okay, characters like Awakener, and you definitely got to go with yep, the Curse Staff, Evil Thought Detector, or any characters that can give a lot of debuff, but the damage is weak, I'll say. Oh, also characters like Rundell. Okay, this will be fine. So yeah, this applies to both PvP and PvE, and this is like a last time we'll try out because too much things to go through. Okay, trying to give like a normal play if possible. Yeah, of course, it would be great if clock triggers, if you happen to have clock for her. So at this point you gotta check. So characters who cast skills first. So you guys can see to get that seed, the enemy gotta cast skills first. If they do not cast skills, they will not get it. So the priority options should be on characters with dark seed. So this is my bet. Okay, if not with the evil thought detector, she should already have fought. So let's go through again. So the enemy who cast the skill first. So allow me to go through. So enemy with evil thought detector. Oh sorry, enemy with dark seed. We should splash debuff effect on them first. So you can see too, because with evil thought detector. And gonna attack and spread another debuff. So this way, after it's being turned into Dark Curse, okay, even if it's dispelled, I'm gonna presume we can still do the damage. So you guys can see here right now. So the pros and cons is, the cons is she needs a lot of debuff. The pros is that even after debuff are dispelled, the Dark Curse is still there as long as it's transformed level up. Wait, why am I not able to move? Oh, my bad. Okay, now I'll be able to move, so Pampa Vargas. Okay, later on we're gonna try one time with Papa Vargas, casting 2 skill at a time. Is he gonna get more effect or more debuff? I'm gonna presume no. It's just on 1 dark seed, so it's up to 2 target with dark seeds. So right now she has 1, 2, 3, 4, and she has dark curse, so okay, so we gotta target 2 of them with dark seeds. So if going for PvP, I'll say Ashi is, it will be best if you go second, like a P2 instead. Okay, so we should be able to go past tank, and all of them should die. So yeah, I guess that's it. It's not that straightforward. It's very straightforward in her gimmick, but you got to take note. It's a few things. You gotta N10 first, and hopefully enemy, at least 2 of them, will cast skills, especially like tankers. Then you gotta apply debuff, then you can swap plays, even though it's a global effect, but if you do not get to swap plays, you're kind of jammed. Okay, so we're gonna show. So I think I saw Ashi actions. When he cast guard, she kind of recast the seed again. Let's double check. So yeah, you can see Ashi rise. And I actually didn't notice. So it says able to apply dark seed. Turn remaining is 2. So if a character has act again and you want them to be to jam or sacrifice all the team, this is a good way. So most likely it's tanker characters like Papa Vaga, so he will straight up get all the debuff. So you guys can see if so you can see she don't get. Okay, what if this time around instead of Power Buggers, okay, we will have her. Okay, let's just say Hamilton Cherry. Okay, we will get the debuff. then followed by if I whip me and Baba Vargas. It will be double action taken in one turn. It will still cancel up. So this is another weakness about her. Perhaps we definitely gotta wait for her exclusive, because this debuff, this gimmick can be easily cheated off. So resulting in it not being that strong. So she definitely need allies help and setup. And I think one of the biggest problem will be pros and cons. Grip of Misfortune. So Grip of Misfortune will only hit the enemy at the furthest back, despite able to pop an enemy over. She do not have other better straight line AoE. The only one she has is Sword Dance, which is only giving one debuff effect, whereas Grip of Misfortune will give 2 debuff effect, mobility reduction, and not able to guard at least, then followed by if other allies in range will gain 1 additional debuff effect. So okay, I guess that's it for Aki. There is a lot of way to combo or play with her. That is just giving enemies debuff effect. So all the darkness faction buffer. Sorry, darkness faction characters. So we have Awakener, Bozo, okay, Succubus. We have Lana, Bernhardt with his talent effect. Though you got to remember excluding command aura. So we have characters like Rundell. And most important is other mage characters definitely got to go combo with Evil Thought Detector. Even characters like Leon, his 2C, the terrain effect, so any characters that can assist in giving debuff, that would be great. And the best or better, I'll say, is Sherik, but may or may not. As you guys can see, if the enemy dies after the AoE, thanks to Sherik's follow-up, Ashi will just be stuck there, not able to do anything. So Sherik will be more of a character good for assisting Ashi in those boss-like challenge stage, most probably like okay, the Abyss, or this kind of Abyss challenge stage, where you'll fight enemies with very big health compared to your usual PvE characters, your PvP characters, because the attack, the stats, HP value are much higher. It will be much easier for Ashi to achieve the combo in PvE than PvP. For PvP, you really gotta waste a lot of time thinking which characters to go for, what to do, the debuff, etc. So she is a character that is not that weak, but she takes up a lot of time. For PvP, time is important. So I guess that's it. So alright, we have come to the end, and yep, just to showcase, so Ashi, this is her infantry. Then if you change to the demon class, she will be able to equip with sword, dagger, hammer, and she will be able to put on heavy armor. Okay, what she'll not be able to do is wear shoes and wear the angel wing boots to speed up. So one of the greatest weakness about her is mobility. But then again, she doesn't really need that, since she needs setup either from herself or allies, so she can wait. And of course, you can have other characters like Luna or Awakener, or other characters that can either swap positions or teleport her over. That would be great. And before we end, let's check out all the suggested item build. So, and okay, before we carry on, allow me to do some explanations to my Chinese viewer. 所以刚刚测试完了雅西，非常抱歉忘记说一些解释，就是因为其实大家有看到了，他跟沙里克可以说是绝配，但也可是一个双刃剑。如果是打 PVE 那种情况，敌方的血不是很高，你触发了一个 AOE 呢，敌方就直接死掉了，那就直接当场判断说没有 debuff， 他就不可以再动，然后就浪费掉了他的那个天赋的再动技能。第二就是他真的很难说第一回合就上去了，他最好就是先给队友先自己发个 AOE 结束，然后给敌人先行动的。第一回合过，第二回合开始队友砸礼包，最好砸到2个已经发动技能的敌方，因为会得到那个暗中，然后呢才开始可以触发他的那个暗咒，就是会0.3倍的那个 AOE 炸伤害才会很强，不然的话直接就杀死敌方了，就很可惜，很糟糕。就像刚才跟沙里克，所以最好是他最好的玩法就是等很多血的敌人慢慢靠近，或你的队友如果打普通的小型的 PVE 图的话呢，最好是敌人满血，然后你给那种debuff， 不要用沙里克，不然很危险，就基本上他算是废了。然后尽可能打高血量的敌人，让他们不会死掉，然后你就可以发动再动，然后再触发那个血咒，比较好一波带走所有敌人。然后多一个不是那么好的天赋，就是他的那个发动那个暗化，同一个人再动的话呢，或同一回合可以发动2次技能的话呢，暗种都会发动在那个人身上，所以导致了那个情况就变成原本你想要最少量2个敌人得到暗花的那个效果，到最后变成了只是1个敌人得到了这个暗花的效果，所以非常不值得。当然我相信雅西本身是一个有潜力会不弱的女英雄了，就是可能接下来要靠专属或其他的队友帮忙分配或帮助，就会变得更强了。至于下一期呢，就是我们的 LLR 安杰丽娜，不知道安杰丽娜出现了有没有办法算是提高她的能力。OK， 就到这样了。Okay, these are all the suggested item build and enchantment for Ashi, so she can be quite flexible, and all the build circles around with giving debuff effects, but well, Langrisser is a team game, so if you have other allies, they can assist you from giving debuff effects, so you don't have to worry too much. So yep, we've come to the end. So okay, this is a view for viewers viewing on a phone. Okay, very nice and sexy design. Definitely hope to see players doing cosplay of characters, and The last I would like to say is perhaps it's me, my wrong way of playing Ashi. I personally like her character design and her gimmick, so I believe there is a better or proper way to spam her talent and effect, so I might not be doing the right way, and I hope she's definitely a strong character. So what do you guys think? Leave it down in the comment section below. This is coming. See you guys on part 2, the demo play for Sallune. Thank you and goodbye.
天空聖園にいた頃、リンは私の先輩であり、憧れであり、私は最初の足の影じゃないし、感情は私を弱くするものではなく、むしろ私を満たし、より完全な存在へと導くもの。